Welcome. This is going to cover the homework solution tutorial for 3B. This is taking the square root. We're doing the bottom part here, why it asks us to solve by taking the square root. Here, we're going to do a couple problems. I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's look at the first one. Well, I want you to know that a lot of the times we can solve this because it is just like an x squared plus a constant. Okay, that is very easy because all we have to do once it equals to 0 is we just have to subtract that constant to the other side. All right. And then we can get an x squared is equal to some constant c. At that moment, we can then square root it. Okay, leaving us with an x is equal to a plus and minus that square root of that constant. Okay, all of them follow that format. So let's subtract 7 to both sides. This now gets us an m squared is equal to 81. This is the moment that we square root. Square rooting allows this to cancel. Right, so this goes away, leaving you with an m is equal to the square root of 81 plus and minus. But you know what the square root of 81 is. It is really plus and minus 9. There you go. That is your solution. There's technically two solutions, okay? M is equal to positive 9 and m is equal to negative 9. But we write it together as m is equal to plus and minus 9. Let's look at number 2 here. Same process. We want to move the constant to the other side. So minus 10 to the other side, leaving you with a 2m squared is equal to 200. I see that 2 in front, so I'm going to divide by 2 to both sides, leaving you with an m squared is equal to 100. I can now square root both sides because I'm trying to get rid of that exponent of 2. And now I get m is equal to plus and minus the square root of 100. But you know what the square root of 100 is. It's plus and minus 10. Let's look at number 3 now. Number 3, let's subtract that 1 to both sides. This leaves us with a 4r squared is equal to 321. Divide by 4, divide by 4. I do not know how to do that in my head, so I'm just going to do the long division right here. Let's see, 4 and, nope, this should be 4, yeah, 344. Subtract 1 should be 324. So 8 times 4 is 32. Good. 0, bring down that 4, so this is 81. So r squared is equal to 81. There's no shame in doing the long division, people. So I have an r squared equals to 81. Square root both sides, square root both sides. I can now get r is equal to plus and minus square root 81. But you know what the square root of 81 is. It is just plus and minus 9. Those are your two solutions. Okay, there you go. That is number 1, 2, and 3.